Hello, welcome. This is the second daily video log. We're in the room here, and I've not just now, but I finished it yesterday. So this is the sort of new unit that I got. Where I got now my projector, my records, the books, and all the gaming consoles are over here, and the TV where I play the gaming consoles, as well as the screen where I play them on as well. So for all the gamers that follow my channel, this is where I play all my games. I have to excuse the noise at the moment. I'm just listening to a vinyl record. So yeah, this is where I also watch my movies. So we're just going to go into the kitchen though, because at the moment I'm cooking my lunch. I'm about to at 12 noon. I do a weekly gaming playthrough of old retro consoles. So at 12, I've got to go and sort that out. So I'm just going to pop you here because I'm just cooking a nice little steak. Today's video is just literally I'm just gonna prep a steak here, and not much really to say today. I'll do the gaming playthrough at noon. I always do that once a week, but it's never a guaranteed day. I just do it once a week because I love playing video games. So it's the Mega Drive one. So I'm just gonna beat my meat. You have to excuse me. I like to put a bit of salt and pepper on it, and then give it a smack and grind that salt and pepper in. You know. There we go. Gets the flavour going. Actually, I better put the cooker on. Whack that on. So today for lunch we're having a steak and a couple of eggs with some cucumber, and if I've got any olives I'll whack them on as well, and that'll be my lunch for today. So yeah, I made use of that shelving that I got rid of. I've turned it into my spice rack, my kitchen utensils and stuff, so it's freed up a lot of room here in the kitchen because it's getting a bit cramped in the kitchen. So I had another idea as well for a story, if anybody wants to run with this one. Basically, it's about a couple, a man and a woman, and the man's a bit strange in the fact that he has trust issues. He has trust issues with people, and he meets this lady and he doesn't really trust her at first. So what he does is he gets his mates, one of his friends who's like really hot looking, you know, like a Mr. Grey type of character, and he gets one of his friends to come on to his girlfriend, or his newly discovered girlfriend, and sort of to find out if she's trustworthy, you know, rather than finding out for himself, he'll just ask his mate to come on to her. Anyway, like she accepts his advances, and they kind of start up this little frisky affair. Oh, I better put on some paprika as well. I always popped a bit of paprika on the top of this. And they start off this frisky affair. Anyway, it all comes to a head later on in the book when he actually finds out, like, because his mate lies to him. His mate says, "Oh no, she's all right, she's sound, mate. You're fine with her." And then he starts playing her, and or they play with each other, and then you know, it all comes to a head. Right, let's whack this steak on. Oh yeah, sizzle that sucker away. Better turn that down a bit, it's gonna burn. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that burn. Right, another thing I gotta do now is put a little bit of oregano on the meat, just like that. It'll come out. And then get some garlic as well, with some butter. Nice little butter. A little knob on it. Ooh, there we go. Can't beat a little knob of butter on any nice steak. There we go. You have to forgive me. Maybe I should set the camera down somewhere. And then I just put a little bit of garlic on the butter. There we go. That really, and that'll cook nice. So yeah, so they're playing with each other, and then it all comes to a head and they all have a falling out, and that's all I thought of the story with, really. I just thought of that this morning when I was doing some work. I don't know why I thought of that really either. Nothing. Like, you know, there's no meaning to the, you know, the stories that I create in my head. There's no meaning to them. They're just random. They just suddenly it dawns on me or something, and then that's it, you know. So and then later on today, I've got to go back to the old cinema and do a night shift there. I think it's like 6 till 11:30 or something. I don't know. But yeah. So I finished the living room. Let me just put that down. So I finished the living room. That's what that's going to look like for a while now. And yeah, that's about it really. Steak's almost done. So I think I don't even know if that's been saved or not. So I'm gonna have to take it on blind faith that what was just recorded now is saved. I don't even know if it has. But if it hasn't, I'll just quickly say this is my video log for today. I'm just cooking a steak at the moment for my lunch because I'm about to go live in about 45 minutes. I do a video game playthrough every Tuesday, or well, not every Tuesday, it's every week at noon, but it's definitely not every Tuesday. It's just once a week. So I've got to preparing for that, so I have an early lunch, and then I'm ready for it. I'm geared up for it. So kettle's just boiled. In case the previous video, because it did a bit of a crash just then, I don't know if the previous video is saved, so everything I said in that video might be lost. So on the off chance it did lose, just quickly walk through while that's finished cooking. I finished the living room. Okay, so that's the units there with the my vinyls, my books, the game consoles, and projector and that, and then spinning round here. You know, put all my CDs on here where the piano is and the screen, so I can play my games and my films. I got an old retro TV, so I can play the old retro games. It's cool. And then yeah, that's it. So I'm just about to have my lunch now, and this is video vlog number 2 for this today. And tomorrow, who knows where we'll be? Who knows what we'll be doing? I might even take this to work with me, and then you guys can see what it's like. Don't tell the cinema.